People online like to freak the freak out about anything. Like this, for example. They will say things like, Yaoi sexualizes gay people. So if I'm drawing two anime dudes in a very lewd way, does that mean I'm sexualizing gay people like myself? Of course Yaoi is supposed to be sexual! That's the whole fucking point! What's next? The act of sex on Pornhub is sexualizing sex? Yaoi is porn. Sometimes people use the politically correct term, smut, but at the end of the day, people are just trash. Yaoi's purpose isn't like to educate the next generation of scholars. People will often use the term fetishize without having no clue what it really means. They will just throw that word out without explaining it, like it just somehow ends the debate. I mean, does art between a man and a woman somehow fetishize straight people? I mean, I guess it could if it involves kinks or fetishes. Yeah. As a certified gay boy, yaoi is supposed to be sexy. Why else would people make it? I mean, some would argue that yaoi treats gay men as sexual objects.
But not every story has to be about a slow burn romance that examines LGBT themes with great depth into the deepest part of each character's soul.
Don't pretend. We know that's not what you really want. Sometimes people just want to see two attractive anime guys being excessively friendly with each other. Like, hey man, can you help me with my wood? I mean for the new chair that I'm building. Oh, okay, sure, but can we fuck afterwards? One concern is that the majority of people who consume yaoi content are cishet women. And to that, who gives a fuck? Why does it matter who watches it or who makes it? Art is for everyone, and by saying who can and who can't enjoy something is just really stupid. Let people like what they like, so long as they're not hurting anybody. Like, if you want to sexualize me, for example, I mean, that's not going to hurt anyone. I mean, that you will not have to worry about that. I promise you. The only people upset by yaoi are other women. I mean, gay men like me, they just don't give a shit. I sometimes draw yaoi related things, and if a woman enjoys them, I mean, then more power to it. It just means more exposure for me. What, should we stab women in the eyes for seeing Yuri on Ice? Or even worse, lock them in a room with Minata for 5 minutes for watching Given? As long as it doesn't harm anyone, besides for your butthurt self, then there's nothing wrong with it. But wait, can you hear that? That's a stupid person disagreeing with me. Now, it's true everyone can have their own opinions on the matter, but the thing is that your opinion is stupid, so I don't give a shit about you. One of the supposed worries people have is that it will somehow make the way we view gay people differently. But here's the thing, yaoi isn't real life. It's not trying to represent realistic scenarios. Like, for example, I mean, the fact that yaoi guys kiss before they fuck is totally unrealistic. I mean, so many people on Grindr have no problem doing it in the rear right away with a stranger, but kissing them, oh no, that's just taking things way too far. Anyways, at the end of the day, yaoi is a form of fantasy. It's fiction. If anyone who consumes media and decides this is exactly how real gay guys in real life act, then that says more about the person reading it than the content they're consuming. The only exception is with children. Kids are susceptible to conflating fiction for reality, so it makes sense why kids shouldn't be viewing this content, but when it comes to adults, unless if they're really stupid, they could distinguish yaoi from real life. One person on Twitter long ago told me that people shouldn't use the word yaoi and just instead call it gay art. But what do you have against the Japanese language? I mean, call it yaoi, BL, gay, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, your hatred for yaoi isn't going to stop anyone from viewing it. At best, it'll just make people consume it more privately. But in the end, we should just respect one another and not judge each other for what we like. So go watch some yaoi. Go watch Given. Go watch Yarichin Bitch Club. Go watch My Hero Academia. Yaoi is for everyone, and if anyone tells you otherwise, tell them to talk to my mommy.
何しろ元に戻るとうまく手加減できなくてね。大抵死なせちゃうから。
My mommy said she wishes you were dead.
Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.